My name is Jordan Weber. I'm the marketing manager here at Sagiss. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about process automation, why we believe in it, the power that we see in automation, and how we use automation to become more efficient here and ultimately better serve our clients, and give a few examples of how you can employ automation at your businesses in order to see the same results. Let's start by defining exactly what we mean by automation, and that is to make something automatic, to take the manual effort out of a given process or task. And your goal in this process should be at minimum threefold. One, you want to reduce the time it takes to actually complete the task. Two, you want to increase consistency of the task itself. You have repeatability, you have an expected result that you can expect to see each time this automated process takes place. And third, you want to ultimately improve efficiency of the overall operation. You want to save time in one place that you normally invest a lot of manual effort, and take that effort and invest it in other areas of your business where it's going to do more good. Ultimately grow your business, improve our operations, improve revenues, whatever the goal of that particular automated task might be. So how do you justify whether or not a given task should or should not be automated? The equation itself is actually quite simple. You want to simply compare the time you'll save by automating a given task compared to the time it actually takes to create the automation itself. So if you have a task you do around your office every day, let's say it's data entry into a database, perhaps it's configuring some kind of payroll software, whatever it might be. Let's say this takes you 4 hours of manual effort every single day. That's going to add up to about 1,000 hours a year. Now, let's suppose it takes 80 hours to create an automated process that handles this for you, along with, say, an hour per month to ensure the automation is still functioning, to maintain the automation. That alone is a savings of 900 hours per year. So just think about what you could do with that 900 hours in other parts of your organization. In this particular example, the process of automation would be a monumental time saver and certainly worthwhile. So now that we've talked a little bit about what automation is and the promise it holds for organizations in terms of greater efficiency, I want to share a few examples of how we here at Sagiss use automation to the benefit of our clients and their IT networks. Let's start with an easy one: the automation of alerts and the ticketing and IT support process. Now, the hardware and networks that we monitor for our clients all have a piece of software on them that tells us about that device's status. If a firewall, for example, goes down or has an error, or a backup device runs out of memory space, we want to know about that so we can address that issue and fix it as quickly as possible. To do that, our service team uses a ticketing process. This ticket tracks the information with the issue from beginning to resolution, so we can see all the details involved with the problem, the effort that's been expended to solve it, and just generally track it to make sure that make sure the issue is taken care of and handled and documented properly in our system. Now, when a device goes down, we receive an alert. We have configured our systems in such a way to where as soon as that alert is received by Sagiss, all that information is automatically filed into a ticket in our system. The name of the device, its IP address, the nature of the error itself, where that device actually is, what client site it's on, perhaps who the workstation belongs to, if that's the case, and that's the kind of device that it is. The process of automatically creating a ticket based on these alerts carries a number of benefits for us. It speeds up our response process. It reduces the time required to address the issue, or the mean time required to actually get to a resolution. And at the end of the day, provides us more complete info on the service ticket, enabling our technician to have more information, all the correct information at hand to address the issue immediately. This makes us a great deal more efficient and allows us to address technical issues at our client sites much more quickly, much more thoroughly, and again, much more consistently. So now that we've talked about the automation of tickets and alerts, let's talk about something a little bit more advanced. In this case, the automation of, say, a redundant task, such as data entry. Let's suppose you have information on an Excel sheet that needs to make its way into a database. That needs to be done every day. There are a few steps in that process. So you want to make sure the information you're about to transcribe is the right type to suit the database it's about to go into. You want to make sure that it's free of errors. Also important, if you do find errors or bits of data that say don't belong in that particular database, what do you do with those? Do you change them? Do you alter them? What form will those eventually take? You need to know what you're going to do with pieces of data that you may find that are inconsistent with your database that's going to go into. And third, once you've actually transcribed that information, you need to perform a quality check, make sure it was done correctly. Now, a human being through this process, of course, will be prone to human error. It's just normal. Now, by automating it, you can increase consistency and eliminate much of those errors. You can create an automated process such that it will check the Excel file to make sure the information is the right type. You can configure that automation to know how to address errors that it finds. What does it do with bits of data that don't go in this database or aren't in the proper format? And then finally, you can also configure an automated process to provide a quality check report once that process is done. Now, this is a bit more of an intermediate difficulty task, but it can save a great deal of time, and we here at Sagiss find that it makes us a great deal more efficient and allows us to provide a higher level of service to our clients. One final and slightly more advanced form of automation would be the automation of network management efforts that we undertake here at Sagiss. We've configured our systems such that when a new device is added on to one of our clients' networks, be that a new firewall, a new workstation, a new printer, a new server, whatever it may be, we can automatically detect what that device is, automatically add it to the list of devices that need to be backed up, add our monitoring agent onto that device, and really document all the important details of what that device is, who owns it, what the user is attached to that, and really all the other details we need to really support it from a day-to-day basis. This can be somewhat complicated to set up, but the effort is definitely, the juice is definitely worth the squeeze, so to speak, that we've found here at our operation. The ultimate goal, of course, being that we want to be able to detect, monitor, and manage all the devices on our client's network every single day in a very highly efficient, highly consistent way. This inevitably allows us to provide our clients with a higher quality of IT support. If you have any questions about how we automate processes here at Sagiss, or how we might be able to consult with you and help you automate various processes of your business, feel free to reach out. You can reach us at marketing@sagiss.com, or of course comment down below in the video. We'll be happy to respond. Have a great day.